Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Today's video is a simple tutorial on coding. I'm gonna also show you guys a way to hone and even acquire coding skills. Let's get started and see how we could do that. As I said in this video, I want to teach you guys how to code simply. The first thing is you have to try coding your own problem, no matter how long it takes for you to come up with a solution. Also, you recommended starting to code in a very basic environment first, such as Pascal, which doesn't have any built-in functions forcing you to come up with everything yourself. I'm gonna give an example here and you see how you could have your own style of coding. The example is very simple here and we assume we only have 4 fundamental arithmetic operations available to ourselves. Just like Pascal environment, subtraction, summation, multiplication, and division. This simple problem helps you see what to do with your own problems and how to think up solutions. If you come up with your own coding, you'll see how different you'll code as opposed to others. So the main thing is you have to try coding your own problems and come up with your own solutions. Let's say we're gonna write a program that computes the following summation. What we have to do here is to put ourselves in the computer's shoes and see how a computer would write a code that would sum up the above summation. We have to first split the problem into smaller pieces. First, there is a 1 that is being added to the whole summation. Second, there is a variable x that is being added to the whole summation, but the power of x also raises 1 by 1 in each stage. So we have to add something like this, s equals 1. Then s equals 1 plus x, and then s equals 1 plus x raised to the power 2, and go on like this. So how do we do this? We first assign the 1 to s as follows. In other words, the new variable is summed with whatever was inside our main variable s, and then they are all saved there. Also, x starts getting multiplied by itself or its power raises from the sentence 3 on. So to be able to do that, we first define a new variable a and assign x to it as follows. This way, we would be able to add new summations to whatever was saved inside the variable s and save them all in the same variable, s, and also start raising the power of x at the same time. Now, for the third sentence, we have to multiply x twice or just raise it to the power 2. Now, for the third sentence, we have to multiply x twice or just raise it to power 2. And then add it to whatever is saved in the s and keep it saved in the s as well. To do that, we use the following coding, because a already has x in it and we just have to multiply it by 1 more x. So this was for the third sentence. For the fourth sentence, the same thing is done. So now we have some ideas. This is a loop problem in which a bunch of sentences are being added to each other. Loops are used for repeating an action for a number of times. Here that action is addition for n times along with the power raising. So now we are able to find the general form of the coding. Here is the whole version of the coding. Therefore, the trick was using s and a and how to keep the prior summation and add a new one to the prior one and then save the whole thing. Then same with the multiplication and how we could imitate the power using multiplication and then keep the power raising 1 by 1. You should note that the code here is not exactly following the coding rules in Pascal, but we are just showing the overall algorithm of an example coding problem in Pascal. You have to also specify the variables in Pascal, but for the purpose of this video, we are only showing you guys how to code assuming you don't have any built-in functions similar to Pascal. You just have to put yourself in the machine's shoes and see how a machine does that. When you are done with your coding, it would be better if you could go through your coding and see if the coding gives you the output you are expecting by executing the code in your head 1 sentence at a time, just like a machine does. This way of coding helps you develop your skill as a coder. In this example, we supposed we can't use the power, so we had to come up with a replacement for power, which was the multiplication. So let's just run this one in our head 1 sentence at a time. First one is assigned to s and then x is assigned to a, and then the program would go through these 4 loops for n times. So the first one is 1 plus x, so 1 plus x is saved in s, and then it would go down, x is raised to power 2, and then 1 plus x2 is saved inside s, and it would go on, which would resemble our own problem. and it shows that we were able to code this problem successfully. In the future, I will give you guys more tutorial on how to code simply in environments where there are no built-in functions. This is the best way to hone and even acquire coding skills. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it and you were able to get something out of it. If you liked it, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel and also share the video with your friends. Thank you so much and have a nice day.